Well, this is a little different now, isn't it? But, and I figured it feels fitting to show off my Drag Race Live fans since someone here was in Drag Race Live at one point, and I'm mad I didn't get to see her there. But regardless, sawadika, and welcome to a very special edition of The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am Logan Murphy, say something gay, and I am just drinking some water, because that's all.
Absolutely. And hello, everyone. My name is Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. I am just drinking water too because it's late and nothing else seems to be more fitting right now. So water it is. But I also have my cup mug. And you can get your cup mug or any of our beautiful cup merch at lanagscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically here, so there are no excuses. I mean, there are a few. I mean, if your country is on fire, under fire, or underwater, then there probably are some excuses. And if that is the case, we here at the Cup sends our thoughts and our prayers to you, and we hope that all of you and your family gets out safely and everything will get back to some sense of normalcy. And when that happens, celebrate with some cup merch. Period. Thank you.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. One of the cutest shirts, honestly. I'm wearing my Pangina Heels shirt, and it has a signature, and it says, Pangina Heels loves David. So it says it there, so it must be true.
Must be true.
And I'm drinking some water.
And who are you?
Who are you?
Oh shit! Are we filming already? I thought you were letting me in later. Oh, never mind. I was like being quiet in the side. I was like, well,
that's hilarious.
That is the perfect way for this to go.
Absolutely.
That is the perfect way for this to go.
We are a very unhinged podcast, so you fit right in.
I love that.
Yes.
I am a new baby queen. I've been doing drag for a year now, and I love to do set drops. And my favorite thing is being a body queen. And my name is Panini Heels, and I am drinking a chicken shake, chicken breast blended together because that tastes so good. Yes, and I'm so excited to be here because I've always wanted to be a working drag queen.
We love that for you.
We're making dreams come true.
The Cup making dreams come true. Of course. It's Pangina fucking
Making our dreams come true.
Making our dreams come true.
That part. Pangina, thank you so much for taking time to be here with us today. Hours away from the premiere of season 3 of Drag Race Thailand, we are back. Yes. You are back, and I'm so beyond excited. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course, I'm so excited. I mean, I'm sorry I have to push this up a little bit earlier because after this, I run to go and do makeup, and like I've got like this exciting shoot planned. And so you guys will be seeing it over the course of the next 2 months. I've got all my socials down, all the photos, all the videos. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Yeah.
Yes. We're excited for it. But we want to talk Drag Race Thailand Season 3 because it is back. You are back. We are here. And we're going to do all of those lovely, wonderful things and just chit chat with you about what is going to be so exciting about the comeback after 5 years. So, gorgeous.
But first, hit the subscribe button and all those things. Hit the subscribe button on this channel. For all of our other channels, we have a network. So click the link, the link in the description below to follow all of our channels, our audio podcast links, our Patreon. All those things are in the description below. We are trying to rush through this because we want to talk to Pangina and not talk about all of our other stuff. So y'all know what to do. Do all the things. Hit all the buttons. Pangina, back to you. How are you feeling about Thailand, Drag Race Thailand, coming back after 5 years of just being gone? And the fans, like you said, you told us earlier, the fans really are the reason why the franchise came back. I want to know how you feel and how you felt when you heard it was actually happening.
I think I've cried when I've heard that it was gonna happen, but more so, like, I think you guys saw on my Instagram like a while back of me packing like 10 suitcases as if like everyone thought I was gonna go compete again. But it's just so surreal because now I'm stepping into a different role. I'm stepping into being the host, right? And so there's that comes with a lot more responsibility. Not that I'm not ready for it, because I've had so many experiences over the course of life itself, of over 5 years doing Drag Race Live, being a lip sync assassin, a guest judge on the Philippines, going to the appearing on the UK one. So I've got enough experience of understanding what it's like and what people want and what I want to showcase. So I'm more excited in terms of showing what the kind of host that I want to be, the kind of things I want to wear, and the kind of perspective I can give to the girls, because like you need life experiences to be able to teach other girls, right? And like if you live it, you can offer some of that experience so that it can somehow enrich how they see their own drag. And I think I'm very thankful that there was a break so that I was able to grow. And so when I come back now, I do feel like I'm a lot more mature, more controlled. I'm not screaming all over the place like season one.
We loved you for that, though. But yes,
I know, but kind of annoying. And I'll agree.
Is my favorite quote of Drag Race of all time is "Fight for your life," and I quote that so regularly.
That is very sweet. Yeah. Thanks for liking that. That makes one of us. But for me,
no problem. I'll take that.
I think, I think it's good as an evolution for me to be seen by the world in a different light now. And I'm also happy because like when I was competing on UK versus World, all the girls, all their main reads, which wasn't aired, was like, your show is canceled. Your show is canceled. I'm like, oh no. Who gets the last laugh now, bitches?
Right. Well, that's funny because that brings me into a question I had. So you have such a unique experience because you started off as a co-host and then became a contestant, and now you're coming back as the main judge. And I'm curious how that has changed your perspective while giving any critiques to the contestants on your season, now that you've been in their shoes.
Well, now I understand what they go through, right? It gives me a lot more empathy. And I definitely understand that it's a pressure cooker situation. So me having to compete, I get what the girls are going through. And I think a lot of the times from what I see is that I feel a lot of the times we put so much pressure on ourselves. And a lot of the times I have to remind them the same way I reminded myself, is that this is the enemy right here. This is the enemy right here. You're the enemy right now. You got to wake up and like realize how good you are. Because like when I was competing, I remembered I was crying every single day. I was like, I'm shit. I'm going to go home. And then I won the first week. The second week I got high. And then the third week I won again. I was like, maybe I'm not shit. So I think a lot of the times when you're in that situation, it's your mind against the world. And I got to remind the girls to be like, hey, you're kind of great for already being here. So I think that's kind of how it changed my perspective a little bit. But also with seeing so many types of drag all over the world, they need to just hone who they are and show that to the world, because that's also valid, you know?
Absolutely. Now I want to say we are fans of Drag Race Thailand. David and I have watched both of the first 2 seasons. Lana, we're going to get her there. But like a lot of viewers, people might be watching Drag Race Thailand for the first time. So what would you tell new viewers to Thai drag? What would you tell them to expect about this season, about Thai drag in general? Like, what makes Thai drag so unique from every other country's drag?
Well, I think most of us, number one, have a lot of pride. We're very patriotic when it comes to Thailand. You know, Thailand is specifically known as a country where we're so proud of our food, our culture, our heritage, the stories we told. We have such a long history of so many different types of culture within our country. So like the girls in the season, they're from the north, they're from the south, and everyone comes with a different background that is so beautiful to tell that story, because it's so different and we get to learn from one another. And even what I'll be wearing on the show as well, it's telling so many different beautiful stories about who we are as people. So I think the girls individually, they're so different. You know, there's a showgirl who's been in the industry for 30 years. There's a girl who's been doing drag for 5 months, and they're all on the same stage. So that's so interesting to see. And so many types of drag within the 11 girls that we have. You know, we have a cosplay queen, we have fashion queen, we have, there's so many. And it's so interesting to see over the years where drag has gone now.
I do. So I've been told that season 1 and season 2 are so different from what we normally expect to see on different other franchises of Drag Race. Like they say, Thailand is not like the Drag Race that you've seen. It's very different. Yeah. Is it going to be different this season, or should we expect a lot of what was it in season 1 and season 2, or season 3 going the format, or season 3 going to change a little bit and be a little bit more like the format that we know?
Well, I think with this season, you know, it being, you know, produced, you know, by World of Wonder, as we all know.
Right, of course.
I think you can guess and allude to the fact that it's more Thai tea with a classic version of Thai tea. I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. That's what we expected, I think.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So
nope.
we will not expect anybody to win Snatch Game and then go home in the same episode, probably.
Oh my God. I got burned so hard for that shit.
I believe that. I do still just love how unique and like it the first 2 seasons of Drag Race Thailand will always feel like a snapshot into this like brand new era of like trying new things on Drag Race, and I will always appreciate those 2 seasons for just being so different. But yeah, winning Snatch Game and going home in the same episode is wild.
Yeah. Wild. Even me looking back now, I'm like, whoa.
Well, they told me that, and I was like, say what? How did you do that? How was that even possible? Yep. Whoa. Okay.
Yep.
But
we were so heavily influenced by fashion. Like, you know, the main host was Art in season 1, and season 2 we kind of like divided it a little bit, but like Art is a fashion icon, and so with her fashion eye, it's very important that you present yourself on the runway, which is true. Like, you don't want to like win a challenge and look like shit. Like, you got to even it out, which is quite fair. But I would agree that some of the decisions made were questionable. And I could understand why the fans would see that, but you move forward in life.
You do.
Absolutely.
You live, you learn, you move.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny you bring up Art, because my next question does involve her, because watching those first 2 seasons, I honestly think the dynamic between you and Art is one of my favorite dynamics between any judges on any franchise. I just love the 2 of you together, and it has been announced that Art will be making an appearance on this season. So I'm very curious how that felt for you, like being reunited with her, having this new role, and basically any thoughts on that?
I have a lot of thoughts on that, actually. I think me and Art went through it. We went through it in terms of the relationship I have with her. The first season, I've been very public about saying that I hated her. Hated her so much, right?
And you weren't expecting to be co-host, right?
No. No. I think, I mean, I don't mind talking about this again because I've talked about it before, but I was under the impression that I was going to be the only host for season 1. And then I showed up to the shoot, and then they were like, by the way, you're the co-host and Art is the main host. And like, I don't have that kind of ego to be like, what the fuck? But it would be nice for me to know.
Right.
Instead of that day off the shoot, right? So I completely hated Art for the first season. Like, I was like, if I ever seen you outside, I'm gonna take my earrings out.
There's a misunderstanding about to happen.
It feels very Drag Race Philippines season 3, just the fighting.
Yeah. But then I think everything kind of changed at DragCon when we had to do DragCon together for the first time. And I saw that she was ironing my shirt. And I was like, maybe I judged this person wrong. I mean, if she hated me that much, why would she iron my shirt so that I can look better? And so after season 2, I was like, oh my God, this woman is kind of a genius. And she loves me and she cares for me. So that shifted to the end, towards the end of season 2, where we would look at each other and we knew exactly who we were going to pick, what she was going to say. And ever since that day, she's became my family. Like UK versus the world, I could have not done it without her. She helps me with all the looks. So I am so happy to know someone like that in my life that is so gracious to come back on Drag Race Thailand season 3, where the roles are reversed, and to be a big enough person, to be kind enough to go on to this journey with me. I just couldn't be more blessed. And it's right that she comes back because she was the one who helped made it happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so excited to see more of Art because I agree with David. Like, I love the two of you together. I'm very, very happy for you as well that you are getting this opportunity because quite frankly, I love Art and I love Art dearly, but quite frankly, you deserve it as well. You deserve that opportunity. You deserve this moment. And I'm so genuinely happy for you. And seeing you prosper in this way after like knowing you from the first 2 seasons of Drag Race Thailand and absolutely adoring you, and then seeing you thrust into the international spotlight with UK versus the world, like you are someone that like has taught me a lot of resilience, and I'm going to trying not to cry, but just I hope you know the impact that you have on people, and that your resilience and your continual positivity has had on people. Like, I will never be able to thank you enough for that. And I appreciate
that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. It's not hard. It's not easy. Like I can relate, but like I feel like for some weird reason inside of me, there's like this huge pool of positivity that I really put into my work and put into my life. And I try, and obviously everyone has bad days, but drag is really the real thing that keeps me happy and going, you know? So I'm really thankful to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Not to keep things on a bit of an emotional moment, but I do want to talk about unfortunately losing Bandit last year. I know you've talked about them on several other occasions, but I just wanted to know if there was anything else you wanted to say about Bandit, because we love Bandit. Absolutely love Bandit.
We do too. We lost a big light in the Thai drag community. It's really shaken us to the core because we had no idea. And to lose someone that really was one of the most important figures in the community, really. Like when I was coming up, when I was starting to do drag, I've always known her as the fashion queen, as the model in drag, right?
Yeah.
And so we miss her dearly. And I think a lot of the things we do, she's still always in our minds. Like if you go and watch Drag Arena 3, there's a competition and the girls came to compete. We did a tribute for her. For her funeral, I think a lot of the girls went to perform like the Dream Girls song, like We're Not Saying Goodbye. So she will forever be in our hearts. And, you know, like a lot of the pieces that she's done for me is still in my closet. And every single time I see the sign BANDIT, I'm just always like, what an amazing human being, you know, so talented, and, you know, left us way too soon.
I agree. Well, let's go back to more positive things.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask about something. So, Drag Race Thailand is pretty famous for being the first franchise to crown a plus size winner, the first franchise to crown a trans woman as a winner. So, we're wondering, not necessarily the winner, are there any firsts that we can expect from season 3 of Drag Race Thailand?
Are there any first? Well, I think you'll have to stay tuned and see. As you know, like Drag Race Thailand is full of twists. And a lot of the times you guys are like, what the hell? What's going on? I'm so confused. So I think it'll be fun because like the first 2 seasons we crowned those particular winners not because they were different. You know, in our opinions at that time, they were the best. And they just happened to be plus size or they just happened to be a trans woman. And so with this season, I am interested to see who will take home the crown because there's a lot of talented queens in that 11 girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What should we expect out of the fashion? Because that's what I love. That's the part of Drag Race that sucks me in and makes me want to continue watching is seeing all the different fashions and things. And from just what I saw in just the Instagrams that we just did, if you want to check out our Instagram review, these girls have amazing fashion. And so is that what we can expect, like some just amazingness happening on that runway?
I mean, you know, if me and Art is going to be on the same panel and you come with a look that is not going to cut it, don't you think we're going to rip them to shreds? So these girls know, they know what they need to bring because we don't hold back. We don't hold back. We're not going to be like, oh, I love this. Good for you for doing that. No, we go straight to the point. So I think knowing that, and because, you know, me and Art have been kind of like in the scene for a while and they know how we are and they know who we are, we always give criticism in order for you to be better. And for me, like, I don't really grow from praise all the time because I grow from constructive criticism because then I know how to improve and hopefully the girls get that too. So I think you will expect really good fashion because they don't want to be ripped to shreds.
Period. Look, know your audience, know your judges, period. So
100%. 100%. Now, you were a guest judge on a very, very iconic episode of Drag Race Philippines Season 2. The lip sync that many of us last year crowned as our #1 lip sync of the year internationally. I want to know what it was like in the room watching Bernie and Cat lip sync because I can only imagine, but
I love Drag Race Philippines.
I love Drag Race Philippines. What was that like?
I remember like standing up halfway through the lip sync because it was like fireworks, more fireworks. Like they were upping each other the whole time. And it's crazy because when I was going on to judge, I wasn't aware of the trajectory of each of the girls until that moment. So I was giving fresh criticism. Like I didn't know that they were like fourth runners, like both of them, right? Like they were doing so well. No
It was
idea.
a rough episode for Bernie with the challenge, so you probably didn't know she had been doing so well.
I know. And so it's crazy. Like you can feel the energy of 2 people who were on the top the whole time and now they could lose everything.
Yeah.
And you can feel that in the lip sync. And it wasn't just how much they were pulling out from the inside, but it was also the message with that song that they're talking about being who they are for the world to see. That takes a lot of bravery, but also it was them bearing their soul. Like literally they were bearing their souls and their bodies and being proud of their bodies, which is so powerful, right? On that stage. So I looked over, I think Karen was crying. Jiggly was crying. Mama Pao was crying. I was crying. Everyone was crying. Yeah.
We were crying.
We were crying. I was about to say,
yeah.
That is one of the few lip syncs that I saw that I just was sobbing. I was bawling my eyes out, and I had to pause it, stop, hold on, go back, do it again. Like, I think I watched that lip sync in one night like 5 times. It was just that good. I could not imagine being in the room. It would have been crazy because I would have been acting like I was in church. I would have been
right.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, it would have been too much. It would have been too much. Probably would have broke out in a shout. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot, Pangina. I want 3 quick answers. What are 3 of the most iconic moments from the first 2 seasons of Drag Race Thailand to you?
3 moments. Candy Cyanide setting herself on fire.
Yep.
The Mocha Diva going home thing when I got all Tyra Banksy on her. And Anjali's finale performance.
Those are probably the exact 3 moments I would pick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I would also pick Kana Warrior with the shoe phone.
With the shoe phone?
Oh, you don't remember? She took her shoe and she made a phone during a lip sync.
Yeah. I don't remember which one.
Oh, it was who was it with? Oh my gosh!
Sorry, I'm gonna close my window. It's raining.
You are all good.
So I don't want the sound in.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite lip syncs of all time, and I just love.
Oh, I remember the one with Simala, right?
No, no. It was one earlier in the season. She had,
really?
Yeah, she had a shoe.
I haven't watched the season in a minute, and I don't remember which.
This has been making its rounds on Twitter. This lip sync, and I'm like, good. She's finally getting, because Kana Warrior, Loki was my favorite that season, and it was because she was such a fierce lip syncer.
Yeah.
But also the 3-in-1 reveals in season 1. That's the reason I started Drag Race Thailand, because everybody was talking about it. So I had to watch after I was hearing the hype for those 3-in-1 reveals.
Yeah. I love it. It's kind of ridiculous. Most people just do a 2-in-1 in Thailand. We're like, no, let's do a 3-in-1.
Right.
3. And it's grown from there. We're doing 4-in-1, 5-in-1.
Yeah.
Like it. Yeah. The possibilities are truly endless. So we want to end off, Pangina, with just a little bit of word association. So give us the first word, first phrase that comes to mind when you think of these people. Starting out with Art Arya.
A bitch.
I love that.
I was gonna say zombie, but then bitch came out first.
Sure.
Yeah, that's going viral.
I'm dead.
What about RuPaul?
Oh, Glamazon, icon, inspiration for me in life. Untouchable.
Mother.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Jimbo.
Clown.
Well, yeah.
Okay, Jimbo, so many things. Respect. I respect her so much. Redemption. Proud. I'm so proud of her.
Yes.
Fucking star. Like, there's one of those queens when you meet, you're like, holy shit, you're a fucking star. Like, filming Tongue Tied with her, I was like, this bitch, her mind is like a producer. Like, she knows each scene of what they want. And I kind of learned that from her as well. I was like, oh my God, she's not just the artist. She has the mind behind the camera too.
I was gonna say, David has the fan. David is the big Jimbo fan here for sure.
Mom, are you hungry?
Hungry? Blue Hydrangea.
Best makeup artist in the world, one of. Cheeky, really, really fucking bitchy, but sneaky about it.
Word.
And super hoary. She's low-key the horniest person you'll ever meet. Ever. Like, super horny. Like, swear to God.
I love that.
I love that. Not a person,
Sex
but
positivity.
that part. Not a person, but Drag Race Live.
Oh my God. One of the best stages in the world. Like, I would never forget being on that stage and the crowd and the production, well-oiled machine, an inspiration and a dream for any performer. I'm sorry, it's not just one word, but if one word is euphoric.
No, of course. I really hope we get to see you on Drag Race Live again, because I need to see you on Drag Race Live. Aww. That is a must for me. What about our current reigning US queen, Nymphia Wind?
I think Nymphia is so important to all of us, especially to people like Marina, to Eva, to me, because it's like the perfect timing, and she's creating this wave of basically it's our time, or she's Taiwanese. I'm half Taiwanese. So the last time I was in Taiwan, I've heard rumors that she was going to be on it. And I was like, I've been saying to Taiwan every single year for the last 6 years when I performed there that we need a Taiwanese queen there. And so for her to go compete and slay and won, me being half Taiwanese, I am so proud beyond my words. And the achievement she's been doing, like performing in front of the prime minister and just like, oh my God, it's just, she's showing me the possibilities of that, and that I can do that too one day in my own lane or whatever lane I choose, you know? So proud of her.
Yeah. Okay, 3 more. And the first one is because I know you're good friends with her. Nikki Doll.
Oh, devil. Rotten to the core. Never met anyone more like her. Biggest support system. She's my bra. And I'll always be her bra. That's one of my besties in the world. And like, you know, it's beautiful to have a girl who's in this industry, and once in a while I'll call her up or she'll call me up and she's like, just feeling a little down. And then I'll be like, no, girl, you got this. I know how you're feeling when you're on tour because I've done it before. And so because we went through so many of the same situations and things, like the first time like we hung out in Thailand, it felt like we known each other. Yeah. And it's always been like that. And she's my ride or die. Ride or die.
I love it. I love it. Natalia Pliacam, season 1 winner.
Yes. Deserving of the win of season 1.
Yes. And Angela Yanong.
Best performance. One of the best performances for the finale of any Drag Race franchise.
Period. I agree.
Agreed.
I agree. Agreed. And you reminded me of something that I wanted to ask as well, because we're getting a season 3 of Tongue Tied, and I am so excited because I am the world's biggest fan of Tongue Tied. And
Thank you.
I watch the episode with Lady Camden at least once a month, and I watch it when I just need to laugh, because it is one of the best pieces of drag media I have ever seen. So is there any fun, exciting things? Who can we expect to see on season 3 of Tongue Tied? I know there's a little bit of a teaser going on at the end of the premiere of Drag Race Thailand, but
I think they revealed it already. There was 5.
I think so.
There was 5. So there's Nymphia, there's Derek Barry, there's Miss Jade So, there's Tia Coffee, and there is Pheromone.
What a gorgeous group. What a gorgeous group. But yes, very, very, very excited for Tongue Tied, and very excited for Drag Race Thailand, and so excited and thrilled that you joined us here today, Pangina. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yes. Plug anything you want to plug right now. This is the time.
Okay. Well, please come and watch Drag Race Thailand season 3, airing every Wednesday on Wow Presents Plus. My Instagram handle across all my social media is Pangina Heels. If you ever come to Thailand, I have 4 clubs right now. The House of Heels for drag, Beef is a bear club. I'm really popular. Rush is an after hours place, and Silver Sand is where I am having these new batch of baby queens come up. So it's a really fun place to be. And yeah, live life love. Live life love. What did I just say?
And we're ending the episode as chaotically as we started.
That's so That's so funny that you like. I didn't put two and two together. I saw so many pictures on the Instagram with heels, like they were performing at heels, and I never put it together. That is your spot. So love that.
She's a businesswoman. She's a beautiful woman. And we're honored to be in your presence. So thank you.
Oh, I love you guys. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, every single week for the next 2 months. So basically, the viewing party will be at Heels every Wednesday. So stop by anytime.
Yes.
I get free flights, so I might just come.
Honestly, do it. Do it, David.
You can go do it.
I'm tempted.
At least for the finale. Yeah.
At least.
That part. We want to thank you all for joining us for this gorgeous, lovely chat with Pangina Heels. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share on the way out because we're great and Pangina's great. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Make sure to click all the links down below to all the things. Subscribe, like, and share. And cheers. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.